The man's mouth was forcibly pulled open, and a dog leash was shoved inside. He struggled desperately, but the attacker didn't stop. Instead, he pulled out a 3-meter-long hose and, without a word, shoved it into the man's stomach. Fear made tears stream down his face, and though he tried to resist, he was bound tightly. The assailant used all his strength to drive the hose deep into the man's throat, instantly blocking him and leaving him powerless to fight back. Then, with a sudden thrust, the hose reached all the way into the man's stomach. The sensation was like being pierced by 1,000 arrows, and all he could do was wheeze and groan in pain. At that moment, the attacker flipped a nearby switch, and hundreds of eels surged out, flowing through the hose directly into the man's mouth. The man's eyes widened in terror, yet he could do nothing but watch them pour into his body. After a few gurgling sounds, his stomach had effectively become an eel paradise. He then waited quietly for 6 hours, allowing the fermented eels to fully mix with his stomach acid. Afterward, a few drops of yellow liquid could be extracted from the container. The purpose of this horrifying process was actually to study the creation of an elixir of immortality. When the man woke up again, he found himself lying in a bed at a nursing home, his left leg in a cast. The previous scene seemed like a dream, but he noticed something off in his stomach. As he pondered this, the director of the facility spoke beside him. "You passed out by the roadside yesterday after a car accident. Luckily, our staff found you in time. Aside from your injuries, you're okay. You'll just rest here and recover." Seeing the man's confused expression, the director added with concern, "Make sure to drink plenty of our water. It helps your leg heal." After the director left, the man didn't think much of it and drank a full cup of water. But then he noticed something unusual at the bottom of the cup. Tiny bugs. He stuck his finger in and discovered they were still alive. Watching the wriggling insects, he rubbed them between his fingers but didn't think much of it. Little did he know, he had already stepped into the villain's trap. Using his cane, the man wandered through the nursing home, observing the strange environment for the first time. Centenarians were doing water aerobics. Some lived in steam chambers. Even more bizarre, some people swam continuously for 3 or 4 hours in swimming pods without oxygen masks, moving as freely as fish, showing no sign of suffocation. Curious, the man asked a nurse why they didn't need to breathe. Without hesitation, she replied, "The water here is divine water, with enough oxygen so they don't need to surface." The man couldn't believe it. Laughing, he said, "You must think I'm an idiot," and turned to leave. Despite his doubts, his body wouldn't allow him to leave, so he had no choice but to continue recuperating there. After several days, the man realized that his condition wasn't improving. It was getting worse. Even after a brief chat with the director, blood started pouring from his nostrils, followed by dizziness. Watching others devour breakfast, he gradually lost control, rolled his eyes, and fainted on the spot. When he woke again, the director told him, "You sustained severe internal injuries in the car accident. To fully recover, you can use our facility's unique therapy. It works wonders." The man grew suspicious. Over the past days, he had followed every instruction, taking medicines, resting, and tending to his injuries, but his body had deteriorated. Either the director was hiding something, or the nursing home was up to no good. For now, he only suspected and had no proof. To uncover the truth, he pretended to comply, agreeing to the therapy.